My friends over at the Safety Third podcast have a lighting emergency.
Oh yeah, what happened to the lighting?
We
exactly.
brought everything to open source and it was like lost.
Yeah.
I happen to be friends with someone over at Aputure and Amaran. I connected them and they said they were gonna help relight the entire podcast. So here we are, my studio is covered in all these lights. And just so you know what you're getting into today, we're gonna take the lighting from this to this. So if you're interested in any of the lights you see on this video, there's gonna be links to all of them in the description. Now the journey from my house to the Safety Third podcast is a treacherous one. So I've enlisted the help of one sponsor. Let's go. Have you ever had to tell a story about how you got from point A to point B, but you didn't film any B-roll, or maybe you didn't actually go anywhere very far, but you just want to tell a story about going somewhere in an adventurous way? Well, that's kind of what happened here. I used Artlist to source stock footage of the journey that I imagine could have happened while driving to the podcast's secret location. If you're a creator and you need music or stock footage for your videos, or you just want access to AI video and voice tools for your content, Artlist has all those things. I've been using Artlist as a creator for the past several years and have never been disappointed. If you use my affiliate link in the description of this video when you sign up, you'll get 2 free months added to your subscription. You think this will work? I'll just go like this. All right, we made it to a super secret location.
How are you doing a vlog with that huge camera?
It's not that big. I mean,
The camera's way too big for that.
I don't really do this kind of content. Usually it's all scripted, but we got John on the camera. Thank you so much. All right, let's get inside. Where's the switch for the neon sign? Here we go, that's better. All right, this is our starting point. I think we can improve it a little bit. We got 3 hours to light this thing. It's 1 o'clock now, it starts at 4 o'clock. We've got a couple of arms here with some spider webs on them. And we got some stuff we could drill into, it looks like. And these are the Pano 60Cs little lights, but they are powerful. They come with their own little soft boxes and grids, so it's gonna be really useful. Power and light stands. Actually, we need the little attachment that it comes with. You can move it around. So all we have to do is screw it onto the light stands. Easy. Let's grab actually one of the soft boxes. Soft boxes and the grids is going to give us some directional light and prevent spill and make it so we can kind of be more intentional with what we're lighting. Once they're on there pretty good. Here we go. There we are. We got a lot of plugs. I probably should have brought a power station. One is on. Maybe we'll use some INFINIBARS up there to get some light casted down. Get rid of this one here because it's not really going to be part of our system. It can't be used by Amaran's desktop app. It just connects to all of Amaran's lights. Also, the INFINIBARS will work with it, and we can just use that as our lighting console. Kevin, you were saying you can cut gobos on a laser?
Oh yeah, I can cut them on my laser. Do they use glass gobos or metal ones?
Metal ones.
Yeah, oh easy peasy.
Cool. So I think we're going to put the 2 projection attachments up on these big arms we've got, and we might put some INFINIBARS up in the corners there and point them down, and maybe one beneath with like a fire effect pointing up.
Yeah, we had some lights up there before. Those looked really nice. And then I like the fire idea.
You know, your cable management could use some work. Look at this one.
John, that's a good idea. John says we should get a fog machine too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Does Aputure make a fog machine?
Not yet, but I bet you if we ask them really nice, they will. Maybe I'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Let there be light.
There we are, got another light.
Nice 10,000K cool blue.
So this is Amaran's desktop creator app. We're gonna add these first 2 lights. It takes a minute. We can see how our console will work. We can turn all the lights off and on. We can control all their brightness.
Nice.
And let's change some colors.
You're like a light DJ.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Look at you. Now you're a light DJ.
Are these different effects you can do, like bonfire?
These are just the colors, but
Okay.
we do have effects over here. So like if we wanted to do a paparazzi thing, hit play. And we can change the speed and the frequency.
Oh, fireworks.
Yeah, there's a lot of explosions. I know you like those.
Oh
There
yeah,
you go.
cool.
Boom.
That's a trigger button.
Yeah, and you can change the colors of the explosions. We also have a bunch of INFINIBARS. This is an Aputure product. It has wireless DMX. It's got magnets built in. They have some battery life to them. And you got some really nice mounting accessories if you don't have anything magnetic right there, or use a C-stand. Really cool lights.
This is the worst lighting I've ever seen for a lighting video. The like kind of, oh, it's on already.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah, I'm
this.
sorry. That's all I've got, man.
Well,
What about this one? The other boob light. Did that make it better, John?
well,
Can you see any change? I'm trying to look at the screen, pointing back at him. What about the light from the drills?
Oh, that's
Does
way
that
better.
look good?
I mean,
How does that look?
It works probably.
It's kind of a clean, like a bluish white tinge.
See, this is why he brought me here. All right, let's get inside.
Hey, what the fuck is that?
I gotta figure out how to get these up there.
You're thinking up here.
Yeah.
I like the magnet idea. So if I just get like 2 pieces of metal, we can screw them in and then just stick
Yeah,
it.
that'll work perfect.
We have this problem, Tommy, where the green light from the dumpster makes us look kind of sickly. And then the green light that bounces off the walls makes us look even more sickly.
Yeah.
That's why I put grids on these.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bounce off of the green walls.
I want to look healthy.
Okay, then we'll take away the sickly look.
Okay.
He did say he wasn't feeling great today though.
Yeah.
You aren't? Wait, it sticks to things?
Yeah.
It's just magnetic. It sticks to magnets.
That's wood.
It's not sticking, Tommy.
I could go cut some like pieces of steel and then bend them a little bit so they can point in a
Ooh.
direction.
All right, so I think that we're gonna want him to go slightly angled towards everybody because that'll give us like a backlight effect.
All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
So when you it's already got battery power. It's not plugged in. See? Fire effect going. Does it feel fiery?
All right, so I laser cut these brackets. They're gonna go under the wood like this.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, either like that, or you can put them up on the top one so it's angled more.
Okay, are you selling any of these? Oh, this is perfect.
Film people pay a lot of money for stuff, right?
Yeah,
$20 each.
he made this in like 15 minutes, and it's exactly what we need. All right, let's get these mounted.
Oh, those are strong magnets.
Nice.
Now I know this is about film lights, but honestly, they sell these at Harbor Freight for 20 bucks, and it's like the best 20 bucks I think you can spend. These little tiny screwdrivers, but they're so strong. They last forever. You know, you can screw into wood with it.
That's perfect. I guess we just throw the trash like on. Is that how that works?
Hey, that's fake trash, not real trash. Last time we used real trash, we got rats. I miss this chair. Remember when we had to make our own chairs, John?
And this one's a little bit smaller. And if we need these to be brighter, we can just take the grids off too. Because the grid cuts a bunch of the light, out of it.
Yeah.
You do that, I'll do that. We're good.
We're gonna look like a real podcast now, Tommy.
Well, how many subscribers do you need to be a real podcast? I think you've
1 million.
I think you've passed the threshold of a real podcast a long time ago. I mean, you filled up like a whole stadium basically.
It's like, oh, I could like put them together, and there's almost maybe like a puzzle, like kind of the satisfaction of solving a little puzzle, or I don't know. I think maybe I'm lazy.
Yeah, well, they were only there for Michael Reeves, not for us.
Oh, he does draw an audience.
Yeah, and Nigel Red.
That's the only one of you guys I haven't actually like met and become friends with yet.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't know, he seems cool, really handsome.
Yeah, but he's Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, never mind. So this is the Amaran 150C. It is a very powerful light that you'd probably want to use as a key light, but they also work really well with the projection attachments and some gobos. They make it so you can put cool designs on the walls with lights. And we're going to use this to maybe put some like foliage or like some window stuff. And we're going to mount them right up here on these guys. I love these boom arms. I use them all the time. This is what we slide into our little projection attachment to give it designs. Aputure logo. I think for this one I want to use this kind of foliage looking one. So we're going to slide that in there. Well, it's supposed to slide in here, but it's upside down. Let's flip it. So we need to focus it. We've got a little knobby up here. go. That'll work for us. We can change the colors and stuff with our lighting console. We'll just add all these when we're done.
This is going to be way better than, remember the light that when we would talk too loud, it would change colors? That was horrible.
All right, so this one looks kind of ridiculous. It looks like
Mega Man's hand.
the blaster. That's
the
right.
blaster.
Pew, pew, pew.
Whoa, it's got a chunk missing.
Oh, well, that's because it's got one of the leaves are down. We can control those.
Why would you want a triangle in the middle of your light?
Well, it's if you wanted a square, like if you're trying to do a window, you know, so you just make it
They
a...
do that on X-ray machines to like reduce your X-ray exposure.
Yeah, you know a little bit about x-rays, huh?
Yeah, I love way too much.
Anyways, we're gonna
I
make
got
this...
X-rays inside of me.
You got x-rays of the insides of you.
Even though they're still inside, the X-rays.
We've got the Amaran 60XS with their projection attachment, the Spotlight SE. This light comes with this little attachment that we can use to connect it to like C-stands and light stands and stuff. We're gonna stick it up on that other arm you've got there.
Do you like our 2x4 frame that we made?
Actually, yeah, it's super useful. You can just screw stuff into it.
Yeah. This already looks way better than it was before. Actually, this already looks way better than it ever has looked.
Well, I did see last week's episode,
Yeah.
and you immediately started complaining about the lighting.
How bad does it look? I actually don't know how bad it looks. Does it look okay?
Pretty bad.
It looks pretty bad? Okay.
And we never fixed the lighting. Does it look like shit?
It already looks way better. I love the tree. That's so cool. Was that your idea?
Yeah.
You said it was like a slide that goes in there?
Yeah, so you can just pull it out.
What do you call it?
Down right there.
What is it called?
A gobo?
A gobo?
Yeah.
Did you just like look up tree gobo?
No, it comes with them.
It comes with a tree gobo?
Yeah.
What else does it come with? Are there any of like the bootleg Calvin and Hobbes pissing stickers like on the back of trucks? Oh, we get the letter V? That's cool.
That's Aputure's logo.
Why would they spell it with a V? That's stupid. What the hell, Aputure? What? You know what? You know an A is supposed to have a thing in the middle, you guys.
This one's pretty fitting.
Ooh, flames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some dots. Brick wall. I like the brick wall one.
Oh, there's a fence too. Wow, were these made for this podcast? It's like perfect. It's like outdoor sort of like back alley vibe. How does that look? See, all we did to build this podcast set is we filled it up with trash. The first time, like the very first version of the Safety Third podcast set, we used actual trash and food, and then there were rats living in it. And so that was stupid. We shouldn't have done that. The second version was like fake trash. It was like styrofoam. So they send stuff in the mail, and it's almost always garbage, and so we sort of just piled it up back here. And the lighting has always been kind of half-assed, and I'm very excited to have better looking lighting. I just don't know. You know what? Is the secret to lighting things well just to have a lot of lights, Tommy?
It's intentional lighting. So I put the little fire down there, right? And it's like trying to emulate the fire vibe. And then I know I want some backlights and hair lights. So we put those INFINIBARS up in the corners there to point at the guests.
The heads.
Yeah. We've got something to decorate the walls, which is these projection attachments. And then we're gonna have this one here as a sort of a fill A, fill B, and then we'll have like a big key light right here. And we've got grids on everything to make sure it's all directional. Because we don't want light to spill off onto the sides and then make everyone look green. So it's just intentional lighting, using your modifiers correctly. And now we can also attach these to our lighting console and change the colors.
Really?
Yeah.
Like remotely?
Yeah, we've been setting them all up.
That's sick. So this is their shitty lights, right? Not their nice lights.
So the Amaran series of lights is intended for creators, which is how I got them to send us these lights for this podcast.
Not for professionals, because we're not professional.
Well, you can be professional and use Amaran's lights, but their Pro series, which is the Aputure lights, which we have a couple of them, the INFINIBARS, they have features like wireless DMX.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of fancy stuff, but creators never touch that stuff. They stripped all those features out of the Aputure lights and used the same lights, basically, for Amaran.
They look the same. I can't tell the difference. So John's gonna have like a whole command station. You don't have to ever leave the chair. We just gotta cut a hole in the seat and put a bathroom underneath, and you can just live in the podcast command center. These are great, because I mean, it's like completely out of the way. There's so little space in here. I don't think we've ever actually shown both sides. So we have we ever? I don't think we've ever shown anybody this, except for on the actual podcast itself. The little. Have you seen this before? I think I showed
You sent me a picture of it.
Yeah. So we filmed both podcasts in the same room, and there's like not a whole lot of room in between. So what we do is just take like these lights and just rotate them around and point it at the set, and the cameras too. So the cameras are just like pivot them around, like okay, all of a sudden like now it's pointing at this set. So we just use one set of cameras and lights to film everything because we don't do the Stormart podcast that frequently.
Let's mess with the 150C. You can make it blue or make it green maybe. No, it's always.
That's the complaint. Do you say words like that on your YouTube channel?
This will be the first time.
Well,
This one is only a bicolor light, so it's not going to do the full color stuff.
I like this sort of like organic, natural white light look.
So we've got a couple more lights we can use to kind of give us a full key light.
What's a key light?
Key light is the main light that's lighting the subject. So everything else is just kind of fill and ambience right now.
So you don't want to have like too much like even lighting on somebody, or what?
You can, it's just what you're going for. Like if we're trying to film a sitcom, you know, we want everything to be perfectly lit everywhere in the whole set, but we're all going to be sitting in a like static location, so we can give ourselves like the best lighting, and that's kind of what I was trying to
Make
do.
our jaws look like chiseled.
Well, the exercise does that.
Yeah, but that's, if it's easier to do with lighting, I'd rather do it with lighting.
We can do it with lighting.
Okay, then jaw extra chisel with lighting.
We don't want to use hard light for that.
None of that exercise crap. What's the difference hard light and soft light? In focus?
It's based on the size of the light in relation to the subject that's being lit. It has to do with like shadows. It's fine. This is a hard light. You can see like the shadows. So I took the projection attachment off, and now the whole set is just lit up by this tiny light.
See, that's how we would have set the light up. Oh, look how much light it makes. It lights everything, and then we only need one or two lights that way.
Yeah,
But it
but
looks like shit.
yeah, it doesn't look intentional. It's just like, here's light, everything's
Yeah.
bright now. It's also a hard light. You can see like shadows on my face and stuff.
It does make your jaw look chiseled though.
Yeah, so chisel jaw. You know.
Yeah.
Let's turn that off. And we're lighting ourselves with this one. It's not white, so it's obviously like yellow. But like the shadows are a lot softer.
That also makes your jaw look chiseled.
That's
I'm confused. Is there any light you think that would make your jaw not look chiseled?
so we're gonna take the grid off of this light because it's not bright enough, and that grid actually cuts a ton of light out. And so we don't need it for this one. A little bit brighter.
Yeah.
I think that's the effect we're going for.
Oh, your jaw looks chiseled when I look through this, John. See, not chiseled? Chiseled jaw. Do you think we can find a light that makes Tommy's jaw look soft? Is there any light powerful enough to do that? I think so. God, it's a big camera. Is it heavy? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, wow, this is gonna be valuable footage one day when my child.
What were you guys doing? What were you guys doing here as I walked in?
We were simulating the dad in a hospital whose wife is giving birth, and he's got the shoulder cam going full dad mode, like the VHS camera.
Okay, that's what it looked like. I
Sort
just
of like
wanted to make sure.
Slowly zooming in on the parts of. Do people watch those tapes, the birth tapes?
I've never watched one. Have you?
No, I know that. I think my mom has one of me, and I can. Yeah, exactly. I'm never gonna watch that. Live react to it? No, I don't want to live react to it. That's a great idea, John. No.
Save it for the podcast, right?
No, we're not gonna live react to my live. No, it's still chiseled, damn it. That's my 72%. That's a lot of light.
Yeah, it's a bright light.
Holy crap.
Ideal for, desktop setup.
Definitely bright enough that it's hard to look at.
You can turn it down though. All right, this is the Amaran Verge stand adapter. And it lets us put that huge light on a C-stand or light stand or whatever. This will work. Now, generally, you'd want to have a sandbag on a C-stand like this.
Why?
Safety? Here, this is looking a lot more like a grocery store now though.
Oh, it does.
I don't think we need the C-stand here. I think that I can use this thing, take off this top half and clamp it. What is this? What is this set for?
Stormart. It's a business podcast where I get business advice from people who have business experience.
When did it start?
I think we only posted 2. We filmed like 5. I like the overhead lighting. It really does have like that store vibe.
All right, so I think we're going to use the Pano 120C as our key light today because it's kind of like the 60Cs that we got, but it's just twice as powerful. So we're going to use a softbox and a grid.
You gonna eat this?
I wasn't going to. You can have some.
This one's great flavor. Yeah, it's good. I let them soak in my mouth for a little bit. And it softens them, they're too crunchy.
So So this one can also be powered by USB-C, but it takes 140 watts. So it also comes with a AC power supply, so you don't have to find a really powerful USB-C. If you get another one of these stands here, okay, yeah, we'll put one right here and stick this guy on that. Get the C-stand out of the way. I'm super not a fan of this touchscreen laptop tablet. It's really difficult to.
Either, right?
Yeah.
What the hell? Microsoft? Who made that?
ROGFlow.
Raw Dog?
We were able to connect all the lights to the Amaran app. We're going to actually use a phone because it's a little bit easier to carry around. We were fumbling around with that little hand computer. I hit one button, the whole studio turns off. What's that light? Where'd that come from?
Room light?
There we go. Perfect. All right, so hit one button and everything goes on. And now we can use the mobile app to configure everything, which is pretty easy to use. Easy peasy. We should probably use the cameras that we're going to use for the podcast to figure out this lighting situation.
Check out this video I found of Stephen Hawking wrestling.
That's top of the cage! What in the world is he about to do? No! He's going!
You know, you can actually use Artlist to generate those videos if you want. Like they have AI video on their platform, so they do stock music, stock
AI
footage.
video?
AI video?
Yeah.
Just the Stephen Hawking. He's not actually doing that stuff.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I want to say that the foam packaging that these lights came in is really nice, reusable. It's like a living hinge that's like a sort of closed cell feeling foam. I wish more companies did that because you end up just throwing the foam in the trash, like regular styrofoam. Where this, you can use it as the actual carrying case. I mean, it's like meant to be the carrying case. It's got a handle and everything. I really appreciate that. Thank you for spending a little bit extra money and making the packaging for the lights something that can be reused. I mean, look how nice that is. The other lens fits in there. People's chins to chisel their jaw even more. Wait, I think we made his jaw disappear. Holy shit, his jaw's gone. It's gone, John. We killed his jaw. Finally, now we know what Fat Tommy looks like. Kevin was able to make us a custom gobo for the podcast. I'm curious to see what it is. All right, Kevin, what did you make for us?
I think it's gonna get us copyright stricken.
Shutterstock.
Shutterstock.
That's sick.
Is that your light too?
Oh, that's the Amaran. That's the Virgin
lights
X.
that Aputure's given.
No, I mean the one.
Yeah.
Oh,
But now we can turn everything on and off. So we just turn on the podcast, and that's our podcast scene. How'd you feel about the podcast today?
I think the podcast is good. I think we looked super hot. My jaw's never been so chiseled, Tommy.
Hell yeah. Looking good, dude.
So much less shitty than before. And we got 2 modes now. And then we can switch between the main podcast lighting, which is just more white lights, and then the fire effect, and then the extra. So kind of, it's like a really quick way to shift tones. I honestly, that was an accident too. Really like seeing John playing with it, and then like all the colors changing. I was like, wait, that looks like it's like a different setting. It's like a different scene, kind of.
Like having the lights gives you the options to just do it.
The remote interface and the ability to set scenes, like it gives you so much control over like stuff we have not had any control over before, which I think is like, I'm excited. The camera's way too big for that.
It's not. It's perfect. Yeah, alright, thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming.
You got it, dude. See you around.
I'm gonna go scam some old people in the marketplace.
So if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. And if you know of any other podcasts that need a little bit of a pick-me-up, let me know. There's some possibilities in the pipeline that maybe we can continue this as a series. Peace.